The suspect who led Hawaii Island officers on a days-long manhunt is dead after a police shootout. Now, police confirm 39-year-old Christopher Lucretia is dead, and that intense search for him started after he reportedly shot a police officer on Friday. That officer, a 9-year police veteran, was last reported in serious condition. Our Eric Nacton reports on the violent end to this manhunt.
As a community, I want us to continue working together to ensure that our island remains a place where families can walk up and down the street without fear.
A chaotic 3-day stretch on Hawaii Island ends with a fugitive killed in a shootout with police. It began Friday morning outside a bank near Prince Kuhio Plaza. 39-year-old Christopher Lucretia was spotted in a pickup truck in Hilo, driven by 23-year-old Silas Zion. Officers approached, requested they turn off the car and step out. That's when Lucretia reportedly opened fire on police. One officer was shot twice, once in the arm and in the head. Police returned fire, and Lucretia and Zion fled in their truck. Zion was found and arrested later that day, and Lucretia got away. It sparked a 3-day manhunt.
When violence erupts in our neighborhoods, nobody wins. So, this has been a tragic and deeply unsettling event.
At around 3 p.m. Sunday, officers received a call that Lucretia was trying to steal a car on Ihope Road. Police responded and gunfire was exchanged. Lucretia was killed, ending the island-wide manhunt. It's unclear if he died from police gunfire or if it was self-inflicted.
Sometime around 3 p.m. this afternoon, police responded to the area of 1330 Ihope Road on a report of a home invasion. A male suspect, later determined to be Christopher Lucretia, entered a residence, threatened occupants, and stole the keys to a vehicle that was parked outside. Lucretia, who was armed with a rifle and a handgun and was hiding in a vehicle that was located on the property, began firing at the detectives who arrived first. Our SRT personnel arrived and established a perimeter around the residence. Lucretia continued firing at officers, and one officer did return fire. Eventually, Lucretia stopped firing at the officers, and SRT members established and maintained a perimeter holding cover on their positions and repeatedly attempted to communicate and negotiate with Lucretia. After a period of time, officers were able to send an unmanned drone into the area and observed Lucretia was non-responsive in the backseat of the vehicle. Medics were then called to the scene and determined that Lucretia had died. While I'm certainly grateful that no one else was injured, our primary focus was always to bring Lucretia into custody unharmed. Unfortunately, his own actions prevented that hope from becoming reality.
I want to extend my thoughts and prayers to the officer who was critically injured in the line of duty. His bravery and the bravery of his fellow law enforcement officers.
The scene of this home invasion and shooting is directly across the street from the Ihope Road location where officers arrested 23-year-old Silas Zion on Friday and recovered Zion's truck that was used in Friday's attempted murder. Zion was charged earlier today with attempted murder in the first degree, place to keep firearms, place to keep ammunition, and hindering prosecution in the first degree. His total bail was set at $3,075,000.
Local police, the FBI, Homeland Security, the U.S. Marshal Service, and others teamed up in the efforts. Eric Nacton, Island News.
Now, Hawaii County Police say they expect that officer to make a full recovery. The officer works undercover and his identity will not be released. But we do know he is a 9-year veteran assigned to the East Hawaii Vice Unit. A nearby detective who returned fire on Friday in that incident has been placed on administrative leave to ensure he is mentally, emotionally, and physically able to return back to work. Now, along with the officer who fired his weapon, that night, Lucretia has died.